just by the way. And Mark Knopfler will be in tomorrow, live on the air WBCN at noon. We're pretty excited about that. We're also excited about today. We've got something just great lineup for you. John Hiatt, we've been talking about you for a little while now, and I'm glad to see you finally made it.
I'm glad to be here.
Serious traffic today, huh?
Gridlock.
I guess so. Well, let's just get these things out of the way, and then we'll be right back with John Hiatt, WBCN live in the studio. A little background music for me while I do this commercial here. Okay, this is the commercial. It goes like this. Key of E, maybe? A? Okay, your choice. Hey, are you still bored stiff? Had a yuck summer? Can't get out of the old car, no car, borrowed car trap? Got the notion to get into motion independently? Get charged up fast and good. Join the ocean commotion at Ocean Pontiac at Danvers. No credit, you think? No problem. You're working steady, right? License pretty good? Don't live on a bus? Join the commotion at Ocean. Lots of Sunbirds and Figaros for just $74.88. Lots and lots of Pontiacs. So bring your battered, no-credit self and pick out a Joymobile from a huge selection. But show up. Join the promotion. Join the commotion at Ocean. Pontiac Figaros and Sunbirds for just $74.88. Get in motion. Get to Ocean. See the midgets at Ocean Pontiac, Route 114 in Danvers, the home of no credit, no problem. John Hiatt is with us live in the BCN studios. That was very good. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
All right.
Hey, wait a minute. Did I just play music for a commercial? I swore I'd never do that.
Oh, no. Okay, well, we won't market it or anything. No syndication here. Gosh, I'm glad you brought your guitar. We've got all 9 of your albums. 9, is that right?
Really?
Yes.
Gosh,
we've got them sitting right here.
Haven't there?
And, God, yeah, I mean, you're so prolific. Not only do you have lots of albums, but you have a few labels racked up now.
A couple, yeah.
Yeah, I think a couple or 3. And also, as of 1987, I've got a note here that says you had written approximately 600 songs.
I just made that up.
Just a rough figure. I see. I see. So your songs have been covered by other people as well, though, right?
We've been pretty fortunate, yeah. Old Bug Music, they look after my my catalog, and they send those tapes out just as fast as I write them.
Well, that's good. Yeah. That's good, but I think probably the songs that you cover yourself, the songs that you do yourself that you've written have the most feeling, right? Don't you think that the songwriter ought to perform their own songs most of the often?
Well, that's the payoff for me, you know, to be able to get up and make a fool of myself in front of the folks. That's what I enjoy the most. But yeah, I always kind of write selfishly, I must say. I write with myself in mind most of the time. Yeah.
So how has your songwriting changed over the 9 albums and umpteen million songs that you've written?
Well, musically, I work from the same 3 chords that I first learned when I was 11, probably. But you hope that you get a little more clear, you know, with your intent, the more as you go on. I think I have.
Well, it's certainly been stripped down on record. I mean, you used to do full productions and stuff, and now...
Yeah, it's much simpler.
And the last album was recorded, what, in 4 days live in the studio, right?
Yeah, 4 days. It was a lot of fun. That was sort of the beginning of kind of breaking the code for me as far as the best way to approach this recording thing. It kind of demystified it for me. I must say I was kind of, up to that point, I was kind of intimidated by the whole process. And I don't know why, but the idea of just going in and making a racket and rolling the tape had never occurred to me. For some reason, I thought you had to, I don't know, you know.
Just twist a lot of knobs and
whatever,
stuff,
yeah.
And mix down. Did you get that idea? I know that you hang around a lot with the crowd that includes Nick Lowe and Elvis Costello and stuff. And Elvis did his first album in like a week or something.
That's
that
right.
way. Did he talk to you about that and get you to try it that way, or?
Well, you know, actually, it was John Shalhoub's idea. The guy that produced Bring the Family. Specifically, he was very familiar with my live performances because he books a club in Los Angeles called McCabe's. It's a little folk sort of type club, and I've played there a couple times a year for the last 10 years. In fact, that was my first gig in California. Ooh, feedback. I love that. Love that stuff. So he was very familiar with my live performance, and he felt that there was something of that had been missing in the previous LPs. And I mean, I didn't have any like huge sales that could argue the other side of that. So it seemed like maybe he might be onto something.
Well, the spontaneity really sounds like it's there. And how many days then did it take you to record this album? Did you approach it the same way, or did you do more overdubs and stuff?
Well, it's very similar. It's very again pretty stripped down, and we live singing. No overdubbed lead vocals. I sang them all live with the band. A few more overdubs than the last record, but judiciously placed. And we spent 3 weeks on this one, which is still, I think, pretty quick by industry standards.
I think Bon Jovi takes a couple years.
Does he really, Mr. Joey? I myself would get. Well, I would just get bored. I just wouldn't know what to do. Spending even a couple of months on a record does not appeal to me. But then I'm not, there are people that really enjoy all that stuff, the technology, and that's fine. I'm not one of them, but...
Well, why don't you give us an example here live in the BCN studios?
You want me to?
Yeah, would you mind?
All right, no, not at all.
Okay.
What I thought I'd do is...
WBCN, John Hiatt live on the air here for our Mighty Lunch Hour today.
Yeah, Mighty Lunch Hour, some music to digest by.
That's right. What are you going to play for us?
I thought I'd play something brand new.
Okay.
Just for fun.
Is this from the album?
No, actually, it's not even. It's newer than that.
Oh my God.
It's fresh from my basement.
All right, great.
And it's called Real Fine Love.
College, babe, I didn't have the luck. Stole out of Indiana in the back of a truck, with no education higher than the streets of my hometown. I went looking for a fire just to burn it all down. You got a real fine love. You got a real fine love. One I am unworthy of. You got a real fine love, babe. I thought I had a line on something maybe no one else could say. They couldn't find it in their hearts. Just get out of my way. Then out of nowhere and for nothing, you came into my life. I'd seen an angel or two before, but I never asked one to be my wife. You got a real fine love. You got a real fine love. One I am unworthy of. You got a real fine love, babe. Now you can sprinkle all your teardrops across the evening sky, but you cannot hide the twinkle of starlight in your eye. Well, I lost my map way back there, baby. I don't know where we are, but I'm gonna pull my pony up, hitch my wagon to your star. You got a real fine love. You got a real fine love. One I am unworthy of. You got a real fine love, babe. Well, now the babies are all sleeping, the twilight's giving in. She looks like you, he looks like her, and we all look like him. And maybe it's just a little thing, the way I feel tonight. A little joy, a little peace, and a whole lot of light. You got a real fine love. You got a real fine love, babe. One I am unworthy of. You got a real fine love. You got a real fine love. You got a real fine love, babe. One I am unworthy of. You got a real fine love.
live on WBCN, John Hiatt here in the studios with us with an acoustic guitar and sounding mighty fine, I might say.
Thank you, ma'am.
So, Stole Out of Indiana was one of the first lines in that one. That's sort of autobiographical, isn't it?
Oh, a little.
Do you still live in Indianapolis?
No, I moved to Nashville when I was 18.
Really?
And stayed there for about 5 years, and I moved out to California. I haven't been home since I was 18.
Oh, but home is still Indiana.
I guess, yeah. I mean, can take the boy out of the cornfield, but...
I guess so. It's a home for David Letterman and...
That's right, Dave.
Of course, that John Cougar, what's his guy?
Mr.
Yeah, Mr.
That's he's one of my son's favorites, and mine as well.
Well.
Where do cantaloupes go for their summer vacation?
I give up.
John Cougar's melon camp.
Oh, God. That's horrible.
Comes from my
I'm
fifth
sorry,
grade.
that's
My boy's fifth grade. It's making the rounds at school.
I guess so. Okay, well, we'll pass it around here. Let's take this quick break, and we'll be right back with John Hiatt live at WBCN today. So let's play something off the new album, shall we?
Great.
Okay, your 9th album. It must be like 9 children, right? So we're going to play a song called Tennessee Plates. Tell me something about the guy that you co-wrote this song with.
Well, he's a little fella. His name's Mike Porter, and he's a drummer in Nashville, and he's a good friend of mine. We've co-written 4 tunes together. And I was writing this song, Tennessee Plates, and I was stuck. I didn't know where to put him at the end, and he came up with, he said, put him in jail. I said, okay, Mike.
And for that, he gets a co-writing credit.
Absolutely. Plus, I think he threw in I think he helped with a verse about there wasn't one Lincoln, there wasn't one Dodge. Must have been a dozen of them parked in that garage. He
good line.
Some of that. Yeah.
A good line. Okay, well, let's play it for you. This is Tennessee Plates. It's from the new John Hiatt record. It's called Slow Turning. Pick it up as soon as you can. This is WBCN. We're live in the studios with John Hiatt. And we're live in the studios with John Hiatt and yours truly, Lisa Traxler, filling in for Ken Shelton this week. That's Tennessee Plates from his latest album, Slow Turning. John Hiatt. What a good album.
Thanks,
and
Lisa.
we were just noticing the inside here, the sleeve has a picture of you sitting with an acoustic guitar and a mic, you know, like in your face and one pointed toward the guitar. And it looks just like you sitting here. This is amazing.
I have the same shirt on.
The same shirt.
It's actually one of the only few shirts that I own.
Okay. Well, gosh, I just don't know what to say to that. Yeah, I wanted to ask you about something. This is totally off of any subject, but on the album Riding with the King, there's a song called Death by Misadventure, which is, if for Stones aficionados, they might recognize that phrase as the cause of death of Brian Jones, Death by Misadventure. Is that, was that in your mind at all?
Well, no, I took it from, any time in the newspaper where there's an accounting of that type of an accidental death, it's often referred to as that death by misadventure.
I never read that part of the paper.
Yeah.
So.
I read them cover to cover.
Well,
I was just taken with the phrase, death by misadventure. It kind of conjures up, because of course we've all had misadventures.
Fortunately, most of us have lived through them.
Yes, exactly.
That's right.
Yeah.
Well, why don't you play something else for us?
Well, should I play something off the LP or... I've got new songs, I've got old songs, I've got a request.
You know what I'd like to hear, if you'd like to do it, would be an acoustic version here in the studio of Slow Turning itself, the title track from the album. Would you feel like doing that?
Do that.
Oh, that'd be great. Okay, hang on, he's getting a capo. For you non-musicians, that's that thing that goes across the strings that make the
it's called
higher.
Also referred to as a cheater. A cheater.
A cheater.
Because you can play the same cowboy chords in a...
But you don't have to learn new chords this way. Play everything in first position. John Hiatt live in the studios at WBCN.
Here we go.
We're going to do an acoustic version of Slow Turning here, his
Are we
latest
ready?
single. We're ready. Go for it.
When I was a boy, thought it just came to you. But I never could tell what's mine, so it didn't matter anyway. My only pride and joy was his ragged down here, banging on an old guitar and singing what I had to say. I always thought our house was haunted, but nobody said through to me. I never did get what I wanted, now I get what I need. It's been a slow turning from the inside out. A slow turning, baby, but you come about, yeah. A slow learning, but you learn to sway. A slow turning, baby, not fade away, not fade away, not fade away. Now I'm in the car. Ooh, got the radio down. Now I'm yelling at the kids in the back. They're banging like a Charlie Watts. Ow! You think you come so far? Yes, in this one-horse town. And then she's laughing that crazy laugh, 'cause you haven't left the parking lot. Well, time is short and here's the damn thing about it. You're gonna die for sure. Now you can learn to live with love or without it, but there ain't no cure. There's just a slow turning, yeah, from the inside out. A slow turning, baby, but you come about, yeah. A slow learning, but you learn to sway, hey, hey, hey. A slow turning, baby, not fade away, 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 not gonna fade away, baby. It's just slow turning, a slow turning, a slow turning.
Very nice indeed. Very nice indeed. Slow Turning, and an acoustic version performed here in the BCN studios of John Hiatt's latest single from the album of the same name, Slow Turning. Let's go into these and we'll be right back, okay?
Let's go into it.
Let's do it. WBCN. Lisa Traxler here, tracks spinning great wax, or in this case, hosting John Hiatt, who's live in the BCN studios with us today at 104 FM. You're good at character sketches. Oh, before I do this, I just want to mention that you have a date booked at the Paradise.
Yes.
For October 4th, right?
October 4th.
October 4th. And be sure and check that out. John Hiatt at the Paradise for October 4th. A red letter day on your calendar.
With the Fabulous Goners.
All right. A good name for a band.
They are goners.
The Goners.
They're just goners.
So what I want to talk about is character sketches, you know, in your songs. It seems like you're pretty good at drawing, illustrating somebody's life, even if it's not necessarily your own. You do a lot of role-playing, or is that really your life? You live this way.
Oh, I'd be dead now.
Seems like.
I like to tell a little story, you know. I figure, I mean, just from the perspective of a fan myself, I like to hear, it's a little bonus to me when the lyrics add up to something, you know, when I'm listening to music. So I like to tell stories, and I'm a fan of the short story format in literature, so I kind of take that, and not that I would know how to write an actual short story, but I kind of go from that premise.
But in a way, it's just as hard to write something, you know, when you have 3 minutes, 10 seconds, you know, or, well, probably longer than that, but, you know, around 4 minutes to tell a complete story. And you're real good at that.
Well, thanks.
In fact, why don't you do something sort of like that now? Well, you were going to play a new song, right?
Yeah, I was going to give you another one from the basement. You know, I got to get these things out and give them some air and get them into the light of day as quick as possible, see if they're going to live and breathe. Or,
What's the name of this one?
WBCN, we've got the applause meter on, and this is Dig It or Ditch It. Dig it or ditch it, okay? This is called Rock Back Billy, and I might forget the words. Who? But hey, what the rock lyrics, so who cares?
Get a load of that guy with a do-rag on and a cowboy tie. Man, that cat is gone. From Memphis to Nashville, maybe way out west, Put that Hollywood party to the acid test. Got a gig, found a little bungalow in the valley somewhere. Took a gig playing bass with Sonny and Cher. He took it on the chin and never got it off his chest, but he wouldn't be caught dead wearing that vest. Now rock back, Billy. Come on, rock back, Billy. Well, he wants to make a stew with that swamp guitar. Keeps it lonesome and blue in the trunk of his car. But no one gave him a long shot, though he never did doubt just what it was not and what it was all about. Got all hung up on liquor and drugs, trying to make a racket like those English mugs, till he couldn't get arrested, couldn't see straight, couldn't even shine shoes in that Golden State. Now to rock back, Billy. Come on, rock back, Billy. When you see him on the street, well, he's no spring chicken. But ask him how he makes ends meet. He'll tell you, I'm still picking. Go, Billy, go, man. Well, they counted him out when they dropped that beat, but that red hot sound they could not defeat. Started coming back from Boston, yeah, and East LA, down in Austin, Texas, and up in New York way. And as long as there's a kid in a room somewhere with a beat-up guitar and some funny-looking hair, well, it might be Billy's kid, you don't know. And all I gotta say is, go, cat, go. Come on, rock back, Billy. Come on, rock back, Billy. Come on, rock back, Billy. Come on, rock back, Billy.
John Hiatt live on WBCN Live in the studio. I want to say thanks for coming by. You sound great. We're looking forward to your date at the Paradise Rocktober 4th.
October 4th.
That's right. John Hiatt live in the BCN studios.
Thank you
very much.
It was my pleasure.
All right, let's play something from 1987's Bring the Family to take us out. Thank you, girl. You know this song, absolutely. And thank you, John Hiatt.
Thank you. Let's dedicate this to my wife for bringing this beautiful little baby girl, Georgia Ray,
all right,
to our doorstep.
Okay, to your wife. Cheers. Thank you, John Hiatt, WBCN Boston.